Hey guys, we're making orange chicken, homemade orange chicken today. Mariah is helping out. So to make orange chicken, it's very simple. We cut chicken breasts in little bite-sized pieces like this. So this is the last step. But what Mariah is doing is taking the raw pieces of chicken breast, dipping them in just a regular egg and nothing else in the eggs. This is a mixture of half flour, half cornstarch with some salt that we grinded up in there. So after you dip the chicken breast in egg, you roll it around in the flour mixture, and then that's how it looks before frying. And I'm doing the last step, which is frying it in just a little bit of oil. I have to re-top off my oil right now, but you're not like deep frying it. You don't have to deep fry it. You can just shallow fry it like this until they are cooked all the way through, and then putting them to the side. You could put them on like paper towel to soak up the extra grease, and then at the end we're going to make the sauce and toss it. So I'm following a recipe I found on Google. I'll put it in the description if you guys want to try it out as well. So I'll let you know what ingredients we end up using for the sauce and how we put it together. Alright, our fried chicken for the orange chicken is done. It made a whole lot more than what I thought it would make, but I think I did use more chicken than what the recipe said. So I am looking at the instructions. To make the orange sauce, it says in a medium pot, add orange juice, sugar, vinegar, and soy sauce, ginger, garlic, and red chili flakes, and heat for 3 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That's all the ingredients for the orange chicken sauce, but I will be linking this recipe from Modern Honey on the description so you can look it up and see all the measurements. So let's do this, Mariah. Get a pot in there. Yeah, that one should be good. And it says, we should probably double this though since we made so much chicken. So 2 cups of orange juice. Alright, so fill it up into the 2-cup line. Here. This is just store-bought orange juice. We also bought some fresh oranges because we need some of the zest. We should have squeezed the fresh oranges too, but that's okay. Let's just do it with the store-bought. And then 1/2 cup of sugar. And then 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar or white vinegar. We just have a giant jug of white vinegar, so we'll carefully, let's just put like a little splash for the 2 tablespoons, not too much. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Alright, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So I might have to take the cap off of that. Here, hold on. Just pull off this cap so you can pour it, but be careful because it's going to pour very fast now. So 1 and then 2. All the way to the top. That's 1 and 2. Now it says a 1/4 teaspoon. Just remembered we're doubling the recipe here, so go ahead and do another 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and I'm going to add another splash of vinegar. What else did we miss? A little bit more sugar. Alright, I always forget. I don't know if you guys deal with that too. When I'm doubling or tripling a recipe, I always forget to double and triple the ingredients. A good thing we caught that on time, so that we did not mess up towards the end. Alright, so a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. It's actually going to be 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. So let me move this out the way. Get a little knife, yeah. Actually, we have a little grater. Get the grater. This one. So we like to use like this microplane grater, and just gonna go ahead and grate. Do you want to try it, Mariah?
Yes.
We're gonna grate it with the skin and all. It's just such a little bit for the recipe. So we'll grate some in there until we get to about 1/2 teaspoon. It's instead of a 1/4 teaspoon. Make it really hard. Alright, there's our ginger. And Mariah's gonna try to scoop it up and put it in our pot over there. Let's see what's next.
I did it.
We don't have garlic cloves, so we're gonna do where it says garlic powder. It says a 1/4 teaspoon. We're gonna double that, so 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Let's just pour some garlic powder in here. I'm not gonna measure that part. So just sprinkle a good amount in there. Okay, that should be good. Alright, the next one is red chili flakes. I am not sure what these are. These are a little bit spicy, and I feel like it's the ones that they use in the Chinese takeout. But I think these are like the Mexican chilies. I don't remember. I just put it in this jar, the pickle jar. So we're going to chop some of these up. It says 1/2 teaspoon worth. We're doing 1 teaspoon worth then. We don't want to make it too spicy. So let's just chop these up and toss them in there as well.
I don't want it.
Alright, got our chilies chopped up, and now it says zest from 1 orange, so we're doing double the recipe, so we're going to try to get as much zest as possible from these 2 oranges. And then the last thing, well, it wants us to heat that for 3 minutes first before adding the cornstarch. So once Mariah is done zesting the orange, we will put that in this pot. I'm gonna actually get this started on the heat. And it's supposed to heat up for 3 minutes. I imagine it's to like start melting the sugar that's in there and getting all those flavors and getting the spiciness out of the peppers in there and just mend everything together. So that's gonna take her a bit to do that. I'll come back when she's done. Alright, while Mariah's working on that orange zest, I'm going to make that cornstarch slurry that is needed to thicken the sauce. So it says 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm going to do the 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And I'm trying to see, you form a paste with it. So let me get some cornstarch in here and then pour a little bit of water, mix it up, make sure there's no clumps in it, and makes like a thick paste. Alright, here's my 2 tablespoons of water, and I put a little bit of cornstarch in it. Let me try to get it mixed up. If you guys have never made oobleck, this is how you make oobleck.
Yeah.
You mix cornstarch with the water, and it's a pretty cool experiment for the kids to play with. This is more watery than oobleck, but that is fun. Definitely Google that and make that for your kids. So this turned into like a milky texture, but that is okay. It is kind of hard to mix when it's like a paste. So that's gonna go into the sauce a little bit later after this stuff has mixed all together. So I'm gonna put it to the side. This is starting to get heated up. Mariah is still working on
I think I'm done with this
the
one.
orange zest. Okay, that one's done. That's how much she got off 1 orange. I'm going to put some of this stuff away and we'll be back when she's complete. Went ahead and put the chili peppers in here to continue simmering. It says to leave the orange zest for last. So that's one of the last steps into making the sauce. So the cornstarch, I think this has been heated for about 3 minutes now, even though I just added the peppers. So I'm going to add the cornstarch to it now. It says to whisk together, continue to cook for 5 minutes until it begins to thicken. So once it's thickened, we're going to add the orange zest. But Mariah's still working on, make sure I get all of this out, and we will be able to watch this thicken. This is not a very healthy recipe, but it is healthier than going to Takeout or to like Panda Express. I imagine it has way less preservatives and added chemicals and ingredients into it. We know exactly what we're putting into this, so it's a little bit healthier, but it's still, at the end of the day, breaded and fried chicken with like a sweet sugary sauce on it. But we're gonna have it with some broccoli and a little bit of yellow rice instead of eating Chinese takeout. So is heating up still. I feel that the sugar has dissolved, but now we're just waiting for cornstarch to do its magic and thicken up this sauce. And I think Mariah is almost done. Look at all that fresh orange zest. Alright, the sauce is thickening up now. I've added the orange zest already and it's been bubbling up. I had to lower the temperature a little bit because it almost boiled over. But I think this is done. It's pretty thick. I think that's as thick as it's gonna get. I guess if you want it thicker, you would add more cornstarch, but I don't like too much thick sauce on the chicken anyway. So we're gonna toss it and see what it looks like after. I got broccoli cooking right now and I have some yellow rice going, so dinner is almost ready. I'm tossing all of the sauce in here, but what I'm going to do is just give it a couple toss with a slotted spoon, and then I'm going to drain all the chicken out and put it back into these two containers, so that way it's not like sitting in the sauce and it won't get very soggy. And any extra sauce I will just get rid of, but I'm just going to toss it around a little bit in here. The bowl is pretty full, so I'm just going to do my best to not knock any out of the bowl. Alright, that is what the chicken looks like after being tossed. I just had a little bit of sauce left over, so it was the perfect amount for all of that chicken. And that's how it looks. It looks just like orange chicken to me. It has the golden orange color to it. The chicken itself is still crispy with the breading. And now we're just waiting for the rice and the broccoli to finish. Alright, we're going to have Mariah do a little taste test and see how she likes it compared to the Chinese takeout. I'm going to try it too. Hopefully it's not too spicy, right?
It's good.
It's really good. It has like a very thin sweet sauce, and it is a little spicy but not too much. I definitely could taste all the orange zest in there. It tastes just like the Takeout or Panda Express sauce. It's just a little bit thinner. Maybe I would have thickened it a little bit more, but I think that's okay because I don't like the Chinese chicken to have like a whole bunch of sauce. But it looks really good. I'll show you guys a plate once it's all plated up with our rice and broccoli, and then it is time to eat. It's about 6:30 in the evening, so this is usually the time we eat dinner, usually around 5:30 or 6, so everybody is really hungry. Alright, that is our finished plate with the yellow rice and the broccoli and the chicken. It looks good. Let me know in the comments if you guys end up trying out this recipe and let me know how you like it. Hope you guys enjoy.